Let me just pin my hair back. Because I ain't trying to get no product up on this wig, okay? Yes, it's a wig. You haven't figured that out yet? Then you don't watch my Insta stories. Hey, welcome back to our channel. So this is a new installment. As you can see, probably I've got my ring light on because I'm filming at night. This is basically going to be the first installment of Nighttime Talks. Nighttime Talks was coined up by me and my sister because, you know, we realized that at the end of the day, we do makeup videos, we do this hauls and things like that. But sometimes we get a lot of integration with the people who follow our channel and also people who follow my blog. Often say to me in a blog post that, you know, it would be so nice if you could put this in a video and then discuss this topic because this is such an interesting topic. And I get that because a lot of people seem to just enjoy watching more than they enjoy reading. It's a very, very unhealthy combination, that one, because I think I'm a reader. So I really think that reading is good. It's good for you. So me and my sister sat down, we talked about it, and we were like, you know, let us do a session where we just sit in front of the camera and we talk. We can talk about anything. If you guys want us to discuss something that you may feel is interesting, but it's basically going to be topics that are not makeup related. Who are you? Oh, Nosipo. My bad, girl. You're gonna have to wait. Okay, love you. But what we basically mean is that sometimes we just want to talk about general issues that affect us, that affect the people around us, things like relationships, things like what's happening in the current climate, what blah blah blah, you know, that kind of thing. So in this installment, well, basically in Nighttime Talks, I'm going to be removing my makeup. Because it's the end of the day, I need to relax and get into my comfortable clothing and sip on my tea. Okay, I've already got, yes, sip on my tea, my green tea, and just chat with you guys while I remove my makeup about a certain topic. So the first topic is basically toxic relationships, okay? Talk about deep, right? I got a comment on my blog post, justkatlao.co.za, shameless plug, I'll link it down below. Somebody commented and said, I think it would be really nice for you to mention this in a video and talk about it in a video. So here I am, girl. I'm doing it. So while I remove my makeup, we are going to talk about toxic relationships, how to spot a toxic person, and how to remove yourself from a toxic relationship. Good deep. So if you are prepared, Uti, you're going to deal with deep conversation, then please stick around. And so basically, toxic relationships are a common fact of life. You can get a toxic relationship with a friend. You can get a toxic relationship with a lover. Look at that difference. You can get a toxic relationship with a family member and things like that. But often toxic relationships are situations that we need to rid ourselves from because they are not only damaging to you, they are damaging to the person who's being toxic towards you. They're damaging to your overall sense of self-comfort, your sense of self-esteem, your character. So it's often really, really important to spot a toxic person or a toxic relationship early on so that you know when to get out, how to get out without it damaging you further than it already has. So I did a blog post about this and I mentioned some pointers that you can look out for when it comes to toxic relationships that you can get, you know, that you can start seeing, ngathi lo uzoba toxic. And sometimes you might be the toxic person. You just don't know it yet. Oh, toxic, yeah. So the first thing that I feel you would need to look out for when it comes to a toxic person. If you are in a situation with a toxic person and you're fighting, and every time you try to come up with a solution or you try to come up with, problem solve the situation, and this person every single time tries to cause a fight, from that, then you need to know that you might be dealing with a toxic person. Since when am I in control of what comes out of your mouth? You are not in control of what somebody says to you. They are in control. You should be the one watching your mouth before you address me. Come correct, okay? So if somebody just sort of gets angry and violent and responds with anger instead of responding with a way in which they can problem solve the situation and actually get to a solution, then you might have a toxic person on your hands, okay? So the second one is they criticize you and then they say, I'm just joking. How? I mean, you look kind of big in them jeans, but I'm just joking. Or I don't know, they sort of break you down only then to say I'm just joking, as if it's not a serious thing that they just said, right? If you say to somebody, Katleo, man, your eyes are looking droopy and saggy and you look like you might need to go get some fillers or some Botox, but again. It shouldn't come at the expense of making someone feel bad or hurting someone in that manner. That is not okay. It's not healthy. And if somebody does that to you constantly over and over again, then you know that you have got a problem on your hands. Okay, girl? You have a problem on your hands. Okay, I need to go to the bathroom because I need to apply this take the day off cleansing balm, and I need to wash my face. I'll be back. But the third point that I wanted to mention is mood swings. Okay? Before I put on my serum, I'm going to use the Moisture Surge face spray. Ooh, smells very clinical. If somebody changes their mood, like from 0 to 100, mad quick, you need to take note and pointers of that, especially if you're having a nice fat chat, a nice conversation, they're laughing, you're laughing, and then you raise a point and you say, I don't quite like how you tend to go off at a tangent when you're doing whatever. And then that person goes, and then they start fighting with you. No, but the thing is, I go off at a tangent because you don't see the fact that how. Nothing good is ever gonna come out of someone who tries to break you and your character down. Every time you try to speak your truth or be honest or give advice, but then the only way they react to that is with anger, girl. So it basically means, that time where you're trying to be helpful, you're trying to give advice, and then that person responds with, no, but what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say, Wuti? You can't be afraid. Okay, I'm going to do my eyes now. This is my eye cream. This is the Physio Lift for eyes. You can't be afraid to be honest to somebody that you care about. Like, this could be a friend. This could be like literally anyone who is close to you. You can't be afraid to be honest to that person, because if you can't be honest, then I don't get it. What is the point of that relationship that you have built? Why are we trying to build a future together if I'm going to be afraid to speak to you every time I feel like I need to air out my opinion? No. And for me, the most important one, which is the fourth and last point that I'm going to mention, is that toxic people love to isolate. Can we take that in? Toxic people love to isolate. Have you ever noticed if your friend or your girlfriend, mother, father, or whoever enters into a relationship with somebody who constantly wants to keep them to themselves? Like, no, why every single time you're telling me about how you're going to meet up with your family? Okay, I'm going to use the Moisture Surge Hydrating Supercharged Concentrate, which is like a serum. You never spend time with me. You never prioritize me. How do I never prioritize you? I'm always with you. And then this person won't see that they're always with you, because that's how it should be to them. It's rubbish. God, it can't come at the expense of sacrificing all the other relationships that you have built over the years with people that you care about, all because this one person wants you with them constantly, day in, day out. A toxic person wants to isolate you so that they can weaken you. You need to understand what I'm trying to say right now. They weaken you because as they isolate you, they say all these horrible things to you. Oh, but you fat in them jeans, but I'm kidding, girl. Or why are you wearing all that makeup? Why are you wearing? Meanwhile, when you met this person, You had a full-on caked up face of makeup and now they suddenly have a problem with it? No, they want to isolate you so that they can weaken you. And when they weaken you, you lose all sense of confidence in yourself. You lose all sense of self-esteem. You lose all sense of comfortability in who you are. And that is a problem. That's normally what toxic people are problematic about, okay? That's basically my take on toxic relationships. I don't know if you've got a lot more points. I've got many others, but for the sake of not making this video too long, I'm not going to mention them. But if you guys think that we should continue with this series, please let us know. I would love to do it, you know, because I love to talk and I really don't mind. But please, if you are in a situation where you are in a toxic relationship, whether it be with a friend, a colleague, you can't really quite get away from a colleague, can you? But you can ignore them. Whether it be with a friend, a colleague, a family member, you need to be able to distance yourself before it breaks you down further than it already has. And at the end of the day, you want to be a better person for you so that you can be a better person for others. So you have to know when to let go. I hope this helps. I am going to go now. My sister is calling me. And if you'd like to see more of these, then please let me know. Other than that, I will see you very, very soon. Bye. What is it, girl?
Girl, go record your Kwapeni on the